Fanatically Correct. Brought to you by us, fans like you, but mostly us.
In a dark corner of the world, three men will work together to bring you a podcast like no other. This is Fanatically Correct, where the fans, the geeks, and the nerds are always correct. With your host, MSK, G.o.t, and Omega.
No. Tonight was World of Dance. You guys watched that, right? World of Dance. That's what Sunday nights is all about, man.
The what? Oh, The Walking Dead. You want to talk about? Okay, so this is the first Walking Dead episode in a while.
That's over. That's over. I think. Thank God, season hiatus. We're watching some real zombie stuff now.
Oh my God,
zombies.
Game of
They're
Thrones.
the true White Walkers, dude. So, all right. This is Omega here,
MSK.
Yo, peace.
and this is gonna be a quick. We'll try and keep it under 20 minutes, more or less.
We'll try.
Reaction to the first episode of season 8, the final season of Game of Thrones.
Wow.
And quite an episode.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just to start it off, I mean, I'm gonna start off with the ending because that's the scene I wanted. We talked about it in the last episode.
Which ending? Which ending?
The ending of the last two characters looking at each other.
The Bran and Jamie Lannister.
Yeah, we're doing spoilers.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm not.
Oh no!
spoiling.
Yeah, this is full spoilers on. There's that.
Yeah,
Okay.
spoilers.
First of all, I didn't see that coming when he said that, and I'm waiting for an old friend. When he said to Sam, which was excellent. Now I was thinking maybe he was seeing into the future, but obviously someone brought to my attention the big group that I was at. Like, no, remember he sees people traveling through the Ravens, and I'm like, okay, so maybe he's still not seeing the future. Right. But he was expecting Jamie Lannister, and. Yeah. Wow. One good thing is that the actor that they casted for Bran Stark is a person that looks exactly how he did as a kid, facial feature wise. So it's no shock that Jamie Lannister looks at him and goes, "Oh shit, that's Bran Stark."
Shit.
That's,
you know what?
That's the kid I threw out the window.
Yeah. You know, and I think that's the moment where he actually remembered he did that, because I think all these seasons he hasn't really brought it up. He hasn't really thought about it.
Yeah, he hasn't really reminisced on it. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, so as soon as he saw Bran in the chair, he's like, "Holy shit! This is the first person I see when I get to Winterfell, and now I gotta like put up with that. That's crazy."
No, and I don't know who had a bigger oh crap face. Was it Jamie Lannister seeing Bran Stark for the first time since he threw him out a window, or Jon Snow finding out that he just
banged his aunt.
Banged his aunt. And I think like a third time in the waterfall after the Aladdin Dragon ride, because you know how waterfalls get him going.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I enjoyed the whole episode. That's the one scene that I was kind of like, all right, okay, guys.
I can show you the world.
I was actually thinking of How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, that was.
That's exactly how to Train Your Dragon.
I was thinking of obviously the never-ending story. That's what I was thinking of.
No, I was thinking Aladdin all the way. It was like, come join with me on this dragon ride, and I'll show you the world like you've never seen it before.
But you know what? Once they got to that waterfall, they did. It did kind of remind me when he was with Ygritte.
Yes. That's what I said about waterfalls. Waterfalls get him going. That's what I said.
Yeah. No, but they actually said the same line, like, "Oh, we could stay here forever." I think Daenerys said it.
And that gawking dragon, Drogon was like, yeah, he was looking right at him.
I don't know if it was or like don't.
No, I think he was gonna kill him.
Like, locking eyes. She's like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Are you kidding me? Look at that thing. It's breathing.
Yeah.
I gotta say, because we were talking about dragons, and besides the fact that whole dragon flight scene probably took him about 10 months to CGI, and that's one of the reasons it's been taking so long for us to get Game of Thrones back finally.
That's true.
Is how much CGI. But speaking of all the CGI they're throwing at it, where's Ghost? Can I see Ghost already? I'm getting tired of this.
I think we're gonna get an episode of Ghost and what's the name of the dragon he's riding?
Rygal, because Rygon's his father, and it's named after Rygar, so it's Rygar or something like that.
Yeah. Whatever the name of the dragon is, but the dragon and ghost are probably gonna. One of my friends brought that up. Actually, it'd be cool to see both of those meet up in one episode, kind of like helping Jon defeat the White Walkers.
They better not have dronkies. This better not be a Shrek thing, and then the dire wolf and the dragon hook up and have wolfgins or whatever. like they did.
Yeah. No, but overall the episode was awesome. I thought the episode was really good.
The bad thing is, you know it. Yo Peace knows it. I know everybody who saw it knows it. The next episode, because the only person they killed in this episode was a Cat Stark kid, that he's nobody. We know we're gonna get so many deaths in the next episode to make up for it, because that episode and everyone's like, yes, nobody died. Like, you know what I mean? Like right. as a Game of Thrones fan, like the fan of the characters, I'm glad nobody died. A little bit as a television fan, I was disappointed because I really thought there was gonna be a bigger death, especially at the end there. It looked like Tormund, the
Tormund,
the big red Tormund.
Yeah.
I really thought that kid was gonna kill him. I thought zombie Cat Stark was gonna kill him, and I was like, no, not him. Like,
no, what
I
was expecting from that scene,
get killed.
What I was expecting from that scene is when they're walking in and it was like pitch black. I thought a bunch of
when he flamed up the sword
were gonna pop up.
Yeah, no, I thought he was gonna flame up the sword. Like they're gonna do like the what is it? Pitch black.
And I thought a bunch of
White
Walkers were gonna come out.
Yeah, that he was gonna light the sword. And there was gonna be like a million of them. But the problem is that they already walked through.
They're ahead of
Cat Starks. Yeah, they're right there. They're right there around the corner from Winterfell. So it's the next episode, which is crazy because the next episode is the last 1 hour episode. The rest are 2 hours after that.
2 hours,
so they're gonna cram that battle into 1 hour.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't that disappointed when no one died in this episode, because this is the real only episode where they could set up the plot through dialogue, and everything else is going to be battles, I think.
Yeah. And speaking of the plot through dialogue, two people that need to chill. Dany needs to chill. Daenerys Khaleesi, Queen of the Seven Realms, the Unburnt, the whole long list of what her name is, she needs to relax. She needs to learn to relax already. Like her cockiness makes everything so problematic.
Yeah. This goes back to what Yopi said in the last episode, where he said that she was being extra.
Yeah, and he's right. He's 100% right, and in this episode, I really agreed with him because she knows she's going into a very complicated situation. Here they gave Jon Snow a bunch of crap last season about, hey, you can learn to lie a little. How about she lie a little? How about she says, hey, you know what? I'm going to be Queen of the South. He's King of the North for now. And after, like Davos was suggesting, she earns their loyalty after saving them from that army of the undead, and they fight side by side, and her dragons save all of them. Then they could talk about how, like, hey, you know what, he's bending the knee, I'm the queen. They're gonna be like, yeah, you know what, that's fine by us. But she has to go in there the same way, all cocky, like she's entitled to this, and you know, and her sons are already bumping heads. I mean, it's like, why does she have to always be, you know, like Yopi said it, extra, like for real.
Yeah. Well, I think that leads up to what you were saying last episode, Omega, where you were thinking that Jon was going to have the problem with. I think it's actually going to be Daenerys now.
Yeah.
I think it's
because realistically, if you think about it, and that's what's messed up. If she's claiming, because basically you claim the house for your name, and if she's claiming the throne for House Targaryen, then it's his claim. She's claiming for him because he is the eldest son of the eldest son. It's his right to the throne, not hers. So that will be a problem for it to get out. But not if they look at it as, whoa, if we're getting married, what does it matter? You're still king, I'm still queen. But I think that's where he'll have the problem with it. Like, nah, but you're my aunt. Like, you know, like, I'm not built that way. Like, I just can't know that and be okay.
I don't think he's going to, well, obviously he's going to have a problem with her being the aunt thing. But it's definitely going to be her. She's going to be the no, I don't want a king type of deal.
Well, Sam brought it up perfectly when he said it, you know, about, you know, I sacrificed for my people, and she's like, would she do the same?
Right. And
she kind of, I mean, it's a little rough. I mean, he's 100% right. Would she be willing to save the lives of the Unsullied and the Dothraki and everybody from the? Would she be willing to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, Jon's the king, and I'll bend the knee to him. And
maybe at the beginning. Maybe at the beginning she would have. Now she's definitely not. She's not at that. She would never, ever go towards that way.
Yeah, I think after all that she's been through already, she's already set on being the queen. Yeah. And the fact that Sam brought that up right after he found out about his dad.
Oh, yeah, he was totally willing to do it. Yeah, as soon as Bran told him, he was like, yeah, great
I'm going to bring it up right now. Yeah.
Yep. great timing. And the thing that's messed up, and then again, because she didn't listen to Tyrion, again, being too extra, being too aggressive. Yes, the father, and look, he even reacted well to the father being killed. He actually said, well, at least I'll be welcome back in my home. He knew his father was an a-hole, and that guy was no talking to him. But she should have listened to Tyrion, even though he was standing next to him. She should have had him taken by the guards and put him in a cell or whatever, and just kill the father and let the brother live. And it could have, in the long run, turned out for the better, because she had, at that moment, she had to impose her will. And it's true, Robb faced that too when he killed the Cast Stark back in his day, and John learned that from Ned Stark about swinging the sword, passing judgment. So he's like, well, I wasn't a king, and trying to make the excuse for that. It's like, it's a different situation when you're a ruler. But I still I think that was a mistake, and it's come back to bite her in the ass. Yeah, it came back and bite her in the ass. Yeah. So it's crazy. And how about
that scene?
How about
I think
the
that
opening?
was the best scene the whole episode, because you see the emotion that Sam has, and then you see Jorah's reaction behind her, kind of like, oh shit. You put your foot in it again. That's what that was. Yeah. And but how about before we get to like the Greyjoys, the opening credits, the Eastwatch and the trail. They actually showed the Walker trail like on the ground. This is the first time they go inside the castle, which was pretty cool.
Which means that a lot of things. Remember, like in all the other seasons, they show where things important are going to happen, and they would go city by city. Now they're getting detailed. And dude, the tombs, there's a lot of theories online. It is a scary concept that the tombs are all dead bodies. It's the tombs, where all the graves are for all the Starks.
Well, that's that's a huge
it's
theory
huge,
going on.
And it's the safest place in Winterfell for them to hide, like the women and the children and Varys and people like that. And then all the Night King needs to do is raise his little hands, and there might be what Yo-Piece wanted. Ned Stark might be
exactly. That might happen.
That might happen.
You see? It's coming back, baby. It's coming back.
That might happen.
So it might happen. And then Theon, that was great. To finally see, and he's actually going to head back to Winterfell. So I guess he dies in Winterfell.
It's interesting because the Theon. I just finished season 7 yesterday on my rewatch. So all these episodes are back to back for me.
Yeah.
The last episode of season 7, Theon is asking Jon about getting Yora, and Jon's like, listen, you don't have to pick which one you are, which actually comes back to Jon right now. You're either a Stark or a Greyjoy, and he's like, you're both of them. Exactly. So he went to get Yora, and now he's going to go help out his other family. So it's going to be interesting on how Jon's going to pick between Targaryen and Stark.
Yeah. No, and he said, and he had the conversation with Arya, and she told him that, don't forget that, when he said, you're my family. And she said, don't forget that. And so there's a lot of hints with that, but it's incredible, because again, that was a speech with him and Greyjoy. That was another impactful moment on Jon and what, a good person he is. And sometimes he's too good, and that's really what we're worried about as fans, is what his decisions are going to be, are going to be made based on that, on him having too kind of a heart, too much, like Ned Stark to his own demise, too much honor, too much loyalty. It's like, great virtues that you would think are not a bad thing, but somehow in this world, in this universe, they could definitely be a bad thing, get you and those you care about killed. So it's incredible. And Tyrion was like just another great Tyrion episode. All his moments, all his dialogue. He's just the voice of reason always.
The thing about Tyrion, though, it was actually interesting that you brought up Tyrion. I can't believe he actually is trusting his sister with this whole thing.
Yes, Sansa was genius bringing that up.
Sansa was great bringing that up.
It was one thing that I thought, no, he's probably he's in the right mind. He's not gonna trust her, but that was very interesting.
Yeah. Well, I think because he's always recognized in Cersei, and that's like the only thing he respected about her, which is the same thing he strongly respected about Catelyn Stark, is that he feels that her love for her children, and he's really buying that she's pregnant and thinking like, yeah, she's doing the right thing for what's growing in her womb, which now I do not believe Cersei's pregnant, because if she is, it's going to be the first falsehood of maybe, depending on the timing, because again, we had the whole conversation in the last episode, and we've been chatting back and forth on WhatsApp about the consequential order of the series and how some things are happening further back while other things happen in the future. But the Golden Army has already arrived there. So they're really actually right now, the timelines are lining up. She should be showing big time already.
Yeah.
Unless and this is funny because bring it up. Maybe that's why she was disappointed there weren't elephants, because the birth cycle is like elephants in the world of Westeros, and it takes like 18 months or something to show because she should be very far along by now, and she ain't showing nothing, you know. And if she is pregnant and they do that, make that mistake, at least it brings into, is she gonna try and say it's Euron's, you know what I mean, for Euron's sake, or is he gonna claim that, like, are they gonna get into that, or was she just faking that pregnancy?
I think there's the. I honestly think she was faking it the whole time, but we'll see where that's gonna head. I don't. Cersei's. I just can't stand Cersei anymore.
I can't believe she threw him. I can't believe she threw Euron a little something there, man. I was like, what? As soon as she stood there, like, all right, come on, let's get this over with. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, it's happening. Cersei, anything for power. And she's such an idiot. Like honestly, bite her nose to spite her face, because 20,000 golden army and what, maybe 20,000 Lannisters and Bannermen or whatever, a total of what, 50,000. When you have the North also has about 50,000, and when the undead, who's 100,000, rose through there, now they just became 150,000. Like she's seriously like okay with this. Like, oh good, I'm glad they're coming. Like no, this is not working out for you.
She's an idiot. I have one question for you guys, which is gonna. I still kind of don't know where this plot's gonna go to. What do you think? What do you think about Bronn? What is he gonna do?
There's no way he's gonna try to kill either one of them. There's no way. I mean, it's such a hard sell that he's that much of a cutthroat, because they showed too many moments of like of companionship and loyalty and just respect between him and Podrick, him and Tyrion, him and like I don't see him actually.
And he always
doing
wanted something as far as throne wise. I do understand that, because he's always been trying to be somebody owning a castle. Like he wants his castle. He wants the castle. That's all he wants. But I also don't think he's gonna betray them. I feel though he is going to do something like maybe even save him.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think that or save Jaime or save
Jaime
Tyrion,
for sure. I feel like that's what's gonna end up happening.
I think if he has to choose, I think he's actually more loyal to Tyrion.
Well, I don't think he's gonna choose between them. I remember it's
he has to kill. She wants her to kill both
of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which is insane. But Tyrion at the top of the list, and I don't see him doing it. I don't know. There's no way she can offer him enough. I don't think he's. I don't know. It'd be a total curveball, and it'll make us hate a character that we've loved now, like since we met him.
That's the problem. We love all these characters, so we have to hate someone.
Other than
Cersei. Cersei's the
we only hate
one.
Cersei. We only hate Cersei.
You only hate Cersei. I still don't like Sansa, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, she needs to chill too. She's also making it difficult. It ain't just Daenerys. It's also like she ain't giving either. You know what I mean?
Nobody's budging in this world. Somebody needs to budge.
And Jon is in the middle going, Jesus Christ, what's going on?
Lyanna Mormont, she was looking at Daenerys hard. Wow, that little girl. Like, and she was again always the first one to speak up. Like, what are you now? Are you even anything now? Like, she called him on it. I mean, straight up, she called him on it. Like. She's such an awesome kid. She's so much stronger than so many of the characters on that show. But man, and that cast Stark's like, oh man, because he was the same kid that was climbing the tree, right, at the beginning to see the
no
crowd
what do you mean?
At the end, wasn't that the cast Starks that the cast Stark kid?
No, that was the Umber kid. That was the Umbers. That's the kid that Sansa said, "Oh, go back and get your bannermen. We're gonna give you horses to go get them." And he went back, and then the Army of the Dead killed everyone.
Yeah, and the Army of the Dead got them. Okay.
Well, funny thing is, watching that, I see all these lords are getting younger by the day. Like, what's gonna happen? The next one's gonna be like a baby. It's just a baby.
Yes, me lord. Yes, me lord. Yeah. Yes, lord. Seriously, I buy that. I mean, it's great. It was. I mean, everyone was having the same reactions. All the women in the house, as soon as Arya and Jon, hug, they were like, "Oh, you got that."
My favorite scene by far. That was it. Like, I'm just throwing it out there right now. That was my favorite scene. I got even teary-eyed. Like, it was a great moment. For them.
It's incredible. It was the best moment to see. I mean, in the after show, they even mentioned that. It's like you had Arya was the only one that treated Jon like one of the regular siblings. as growing up and didn't treat him differently, and he was the one that was most respectful to her desires of wanting to be like a knight, and do more of the masculine things than just be a little princess and prim like Sansa, and they had this bond, and it's still there, which is incredible because we weren't sure, at least I wasn't, how that was going to play out, considering the people that they've become now and the experiences that they've had and the distance that they've had. If there would still be, and no, the bond is still obviously there. And the moment too, it's just so sad that Bran is like basically a Vulcan now from becoming the Three-Eyed Raven, because you could see, Kit Harington is a great actor. The hug that he gives, like, and it takes you back to the moment he had to have Rickon die. Not Rickon. Is it Rickon?
It's Rickon.
And he had to die and watch him, get arrowed. And that's the moment. Basically that's what's going through his mind when he's hugging Bran, is that he actually got to see, one of the boys again,
his
that one
brother,
of them made. So he loves that family, and he always did. Even loved Caitlyn as difficult she was to him. She's the closest thing to a mother he had, and he is loyal to that family. And I think he's just. And that's where his problem lies. Who are you loyal to? Which is great because the preview for the next episode is showing, again, Dany can't help herself. They're going to put Jaime on trial now in the middle of all this nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, now they're going to worry about kingslaying. And that was one of the greatest episodes when he's in the pool with Brienne of Tarth, when he just had his hand cut off after the whole bear thing and all that.
Yeah, and he explains the whole match.
Yeah, and he was talking about that. Who are you loyal to? When the king you're loyal to is telling you to kill the family you're loyal to, and basically Bran's gonna find himself. I mean, not Bran, Jon. Aegon Targaryen is gonna find himself in that situation of who, am I loyal to? And it's really unfortunate about all of them not, being able to get along and play nice. And it's just, it's rough, man.
But man, what a great episode. First episode.
Yes.
They gave us so much, and there's still so much to come. I can't
wait.
My favorite also just to throw it out, because I know it was so much, guys, but man, I got to see Gendry making his Nikes. He's making his Nike shoes again. Guys, he's back, guys. That's it.
For real,
he's gonna be there making Nike.
Hey, man, you saw Arya throwing him those flirty baddie eyes after the game. Make me my spear, her nice her spear drawing, and
Nike spears, baby. Woo! Let's do this.
Yeah. So wait,
that was great with the Hound.
I think Brienne was the only one they didn't show in this episode.
No, they showed her, but she didn't really have.
Yeah, she didn't have a line.
Anything.
She didn't have
she didn't have no lines.
Yeah,
the Hound was great with Arya. That was a good one. She's like, last time I saw you, left me for dead, and then she is cold. She goes, "Yeah, I robbed you first."
Yeah.
And what? That's basically what she said. No, I robbed you first. And what?
Don't forget.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
No, it was
a really good episode.
Great episode.
It's a good start. It's a really good start.
Amazing. So we got another week to wait.
So I'm assuming we're gonna have to continue this whole process, right? Like every Sunday, or maybe on a Monday, we're just gonna have to continue this, right?
I hope so. That's the goal.
That's the goal. I mean, at least a reaction Game of Thrones episodes.
Yeah.
We'll try to do a couple of them during the season.
Nice, short, to the point.
I'm sure we missed a couple of things. If you guys want to reach us, you know where to reach us. We also have the phone number. Don't forget our phone number is 786-704-8404, and just let us know what you think.
Hit us up, all the social medias, and give a listen if you haven't yet. If you're listening to this and didn't listen to our recap of the series, back to back, binge it. Maybe just binge it all the way through when we get all these done and that one done and the finale done. But yeah, give us a listen. I'll actually throw it out. I'm not going to say nothing about it. I'm just going to say the name of it. I'll actually give a nerdcessity. I don't think we'll do this in the other ones, but Netflix just brought out a zombie show, so it's a little relevant, called Black Summer. Quick binge watch on Netflix. It's excellent. Do it. And that would wrap up a nerdcessity, believe it or not. We could throw that out there.
MSK,
So,
what you got? MSK, what you got?
What I got nothing. I'm done.
You got any other questions? Any more questions?
No, man. I'm just really excited. I mean, for me, the two scenes I wanted to see was him finding out that he was a Targaryen, and Bran seeing Jaime for the first time in 8 years.
You got it.
And I got both of them. So I'm
in the
happy.
first episode.
I'm happy.
Both a twofer.
I got my little Nike Gendry doing his little Nike things. That's all I needed.
I just got an episode finally after almost a 2-year wait. So I'm good. That's all I wanted to get. So we're good. So I guess that'll wrap it up. I know we're all gonna hang up now and go rewatch that episode. So.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, alrighty, boys. Well, this is Omega saying peace.
MSK, peace out.
Yo, peace. Pitas.
And there you have it, folks. This has been Fanatically Correct. Until next time, you crazy kids. Signing off.